Hi guys, it's me again and welcome to the Journeys Pursue Le Cote series. Now this is the online platform where I do not hold back. The journey is completely about others, whether you're an artist or you just have a story, a very touching story to share. It's all about you. But Pursue Le Cote is about my opinions and my views. I hope not to offend anyone, but we all have opinions and I guess we all have a right to share them as well. Forgive me if I start fanning and waving my hands about and I hit myself in the eye. There is this little fly buzzing about and I can't stand flies and I don't want it in my nose or in my eye. So just ignore that if I do any of this. Well, welcome back. So I've received loads of tweets and also loads of emails requesting that I do this thing called a TMI questionnaire. Now, I know that TMI stands for too much information, or it's an acronym for too much information, but I didn't exactly know what the questions entailed or what that meant. I thought it was something completely different, but I looked up the TMI questionnaire and there are a number of standard questions. I think there are about 36, but I had to amend some of them because some of them were just inappropriate, completely inappropriate for me to answer, I feel, and you probably don't want to know that stuff about me anyway. Well, I hope not. So I've amended it and I've added a few questions myself, and then I have the standard questions that were already there. So I'm now about to fulfill your requests. Thank you for sending them to me. I was about to say fulfill your desires, and that would have been for a completely different online channel, believe me. But so let's get started. This is Nayoka Oware's TMI Questionnaire Answer and Questionnaire? Question and answer session. Let's call it a question and answer session. Q&A TMI. TMI Q&A. Yeah, it's just the fly. Irritating as ever. Well, as you can see, I am wearing a neon yellow. It might come up yellow on camera. I think it's actually green. Neon yellow. No, it's actually lime. I'm going to go with lime. A lime body. I can't even remember where I bought this from. I think it's from prettylittlething.com and I got it some months back. So that's all I'm wearing basically. I'm not even going to take the camera down. You can see the top. That's more than enough for your eyes and for mine. Well, yes, absolutely. Love is a beautiful thing. Now, I'm not going to rant about what love is about and people all over the world join hands and break into a song and dance about how important it is to love one another. But with all the hate there is in the world, let me say this, it is extremely important. It's actually vital. It's a necessity that we do love each other because there's just too much evil happening in the world. But back to me. Yeah. So, have I ever been in love? Yes, absolutely. I'm in love now. As you can see, I am married. Yes, I'm married. To an incredible man who actually happens to be my manager. No, I actually haven't. I haven't had a terrible breakup at all. I've been with him ever since I was just about to say ever since I could spell my name. I think that could land him in prison, and it's just not true. So I've been with him for a number of years, and so I've never had a terrible breakup. Yes. The last time I checked, the last time Dr. Rahman checked, I was 5'2.5". I haven't grown much. If anything, I think I've shrunk. So that's how tall I am. People are always surprised when I take off my heels because I love my platforms. Absolutely adore my shoes, my heels especially. So when I take them off, people are like, oh my gosh, you're so short. And I'm like, yeah, because I didn't actually realize before I put on these shoes. I haven't weighed, that's a lie, because I only weighed myself last week. And when I saw the number on the scale, I was not pleased, people. I was not pleased. I've started drinking these smoothies, hoping to reduce the weight a little, a tad, not too much, but I'm just over 7 stone, 7.5 stone. I don't know how many pounds that is. I don't know how many bags of sugar that is. If someone could tell me, I'd greatly appreciate it. I feel fine and I feel healthy, and that's all that matters, really. Well, yes, I have one. No, I have absolutely zilch, zero, nil, nada, no, none, tattoos, nothing. Well, yes, I do have piercings. I have 3. It's about to touch my nose because people always think that this beauty spot used to be a piercing, but no, it's actually just a beauty spot. I have 3 piercings. 2 on my earlobe, which my mother kindly took me to the lady in the chemist to do for me when I was a baby, so I can't remember the pain. And then I have my tragus pierced as well. There wasn't much pain at all. I do actually want another piercing. I won't tell you where, but I will probably get some more. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for those. Now, you know what? When I was looking at this questionnaire, I looked at OTP and I thought, what does that mean? And I realized that a number of people who have done this TMI questionnaire don't have a clue. I still don't have a clue. If someone knows, let me know what it means and I will gladly answer that question. Yeah, what more can I say really? OTP. You know, I don't watch that much TV. I usually just watch TV to drown out the sound of whatever's happening in the background in the world. I've really been getting into Empire recently because, let's be frank, there aren't that many African American shows on TV in the UK at present. I don't see that many black people on TV. So when I see programs like that, I get excited and I like to watch them. Hey, what can you do? Right now I'm missing my husband an awful lot. Could you come home, please? I don't really have a favourite song. I have a number of songs I listen to. Depending on my mood, I listen to different songs. But the most recent artist I've been listening to, or the most recent songs I've been listening to, is by Tyrese. I love his voice. Do I have a favourite song of his? Best in Me, Best of Me, Best in something. It's a really nice song. As you can tell, I'm not that great with song titles. Skip! Well, as it says quality, it means plural. So one thing I look for in a partner, you have to be God-fearing. If you're God-fearing, I believe that everything else will fall into place. Simple as. My favourite quote would be yourself, because everyone else is taken. I can't actually remember who that's by right now, and it's on my website. It's one that I've been using for a very long time, and I just love it. I think it just speaks volumes. Like, you can look at it and be like, light bulb. Light bulbs don't actually make any noise whatsoever, but yeah, light bulb comes flashing. When I find out who that quote is by, I will definitely put it at the bottom, because I don't know why I've forgotten his name. At least I know it's a woman. At least I know it's a man. Next! It really does depend on, 1, the mood I'm in, 2, my environment, and 3, who I'm with. Whether all of those are combined or separate. So yeah, either depending on those 3 factors. I'm not even sure how to answer that question. If I'm upset about something, usually I like fresh air. So if I can go out and it's not like past my bedtime, which is past 8 PM or so, I usually like to step outside and get some fresh air, maybe go on the balcony and just meditate or reflect. There's that fly again, because when you're in the house, and you're upset, or when I'm in the house rather and I'm not upset, I just feel a bit claustrophobic. So I prefer to step out and get some fresh air, renew my mind, come home, and you kind of feel like a different person. You have a clearer mind, and you probably won't shout at your husband as much, you know? It depends on whether I'm going somewhere or whether I'm staying at home. In both cases, it takes me about an hour to do everything from top to bottom. So yeah, maybe an extra 15 minutes if I'm going out. I don't know what I use that extra 15 minutes for, but those 15 minutes are there. So an hour and 15 if I'm going somewhere, and an hour if I'm not. I never really time myself in the shower. Maybe I should start doing that. My husband would be laughing if he was here. I'm not even going to lie, because he may just expose me. So not like physically or anything. I mean, like, tell you how he actually takes me. So anyways, it takes me about an hour, again, I would say, plus the hour in the shower. I mean, I'm just taking too long, but yeah, in total it takes about an hour. I have hair, and you know, there's a lot of it, and it's also natural. A number of things have to be done to it for it to be tamed before I can leave the house in the morning. In the evening, that's a completely different question. Let's not even go there. I will answer this with one word. Yes. Yes. What is my turn on? I have a number of them, so maybe I could just name my top 3. Yeah, I'm cheating a little, but I'm sure you want to know anyway, so I'll tell you. My top 3. My top 3 turn-ons in a man are, or what I'm drawn to in a man are these 3 things. He has to be an intellectual. And I don't necessarily mean that he has to have gone to university. He could be self-taught. Hey, Bill Gates! Not that I'm turned on by him at all. But yeah, I'm just saying a turn-on could be a self-taught man. Not just academically, but also have some common sense. A man that has some common sense. So some common sense, some wisdom, and some book knowledge would be great. That's 1, by the way. That's not 3. I know it's 3, but it's actually 1. 3 and 1. So that's number 1. He has to be an intellectual. Number 2 turn on is I love the way a man smells. So far as he smells good and he's had a shower and the cologne is the stuff, yeah, complete and utter turn on. I could practically eat somebody if they smell really good. And number 3 turn on is someone who can speak to who can feed my mind. Like, you have to be able to have an intelligent conversation with me. You have to be able to hold a conversation, speak to me about important issues. And by important issues, I mean things that are making the headlines and stuff, you know, historical events that have taken place. Unintelligent men. By unintelligent, I don't mean, once again, that you haven't been to secondary school or college or university. By unintelligent, I mean silly things like you coming up to me on the train and handing me your phone with the digit 079 already dialed into the phone, thinking that I am going to give you my number without you actually saying any words to me. 1, I'm married. If you would have spoken to me, you would have known this. This actually happened, by the way. And if you are the one who did it and you're watching, yeah, just learn from this, really, because I don't know how many women will give you their number if you do that. It's not smart, and I think stuff like that is unintelligent. Speak to a woman, but those kind of antics just don't work unless you're 12 and you're looking for a boyfriend and not a husband or a life partner. first and foremost, I was an aspiring presenter, and my sister was like, you know what, there are people on YouTube doing this, I think you should go out there, interview some people and post your videos on YouTube. And that's why I did it, because I thought that it would be a great platform to get my face and my voice out there, and that's why I'm here, and that's why you lovely people are watching me. Thank you. And also I wanted to inspire and motivate and encourage people, and at the moment I may not be a physical trillionaire, I'm not aiming low, no billionaires here, but there are other ways that I can help people. It's not always about money, sometimes it's about time and sharing your substance. Yes, I said it. Fears. You know what? I'm a believer. I'm a Christian. I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, and I believe in the Holy Spirit. And there's a scripture that has stuck with me for years, and it's in Job. I'm not exactly sure where it is. When I find it, I'll be more than willing to share it with you. But it states that the thing I feared most has come upon me. So I try not to fear anything at all, because I believe in that scripture, and I believe that whatever you fear is what will happen to you. I guess it's not even called karma. I'm not exactly sure what others may call it, but yeah, if you fear something enough, it will definitely happen to you. So no, I don't have any fears. No, I'm not filled with any fear at all. And if I feel an inkling of fear trying to penetrate my confidence or my belief, I get rid of it just like that. I overcome it with uttering scriptures or meditating on scriptures that overcome that fear. The last thing that made me cry was definitely seeing my husband upset because his brother had passed away. Losing someone is never an easy thing, and if you truly love that person, it will always bring tears to your eyes. Maybe in a message about 25 to 35 minutes ago. You know who you are. Which is, I don't know why I have to think about this. My YouTube name is Nayoka Oware. The meaning behind both names is Nayoka was given to me by my husband, and Oware is his surname, and that's it. And if you're familiar with the surname Oware, it is in relation to the Ashanti king. Yes. I don't even know what his full, I think his name was Opoku Oware. But yeah, royalty baby. Was called Reading the Ceiling. Absolutely love it, by Deo Foster. It's not even a reflection of the title, so you definitely need to read it to know what it's about. He's my brother, absolutely love him, the youngest of 3 guys. Simple. Excuse me, it's probably just the fly in my throat. My favourite food, definitely a Ghanaian dish. Plantain, gari, and beans. Yes, please, any day of the week, possibly not in the morning, would not be good for the digestive system. Now that would be telling, but I'll tell you anyway. About an hour and a half ago, can you guess who that person is? If you can't, then you have not been listening at all. If you don't know, then you have not been listening at all. But yes, I am in a relationship, a very happy one. Thank you, Jesus. So, we have been together for a number of years. I'm not going to give you a specific number because, well, some things you just want to keep to yourself. So, a very long time. I'm not even going to give you a hint. No, please, and thank you. That would just destroy my marriage. It's not for me. My opinion completely. Your opinion may be different. No, never. No thanks. Well, I should say I hope not, otherwise I would have to hurt somebody. But I'm going to go with a solid, concrete, firm no. I can only imagine that it would destroy a relationship because it would completely ruin the trust between the two of you. But I can't really comment on that or say much, so I'm going to go with no. Okay, a bit personal, don't you think? But hey, this is the TMI questionnaire. I could go for the really simplistic, silly answer, which will be completely genuine, true, and organic. Or I could go with the personal answer. I'm going to go with both, actually. I'm going to do both. Farting. Something I can't stand, something I can't take. I'm not even referring to men because they just do what they do. I'm referring to women. Myself, specifically. I can't do it. It would just be too embarrassing. I know that it's an involuntary act, and no, I would probably just pop because I'd be holding it in. Yuck, disgusting, nasty, I know. But yeah, I can't do it, and that would be one of the things I would prefer not to do in the bedroom. Yeah, but that's the silly side of it. Personally, being intimate? No, not really. I'm married. I can do pretty much whatever I want to my husband, and he can do whatever he wants to me. And that is one of the benefits of being married. It is, guys. Okay, so this was only like 3 weeks ago at Whitechapel Station. First and foremost, somebody invest in a lift. We need, like, the people who need wheelchair access. There's no lift there. They managed to add the East London Overground line, if that's what it's called. Really great service, by the way. But there is no lift, and there are just too many steps. Way too many steps. So anyways, I was walking up the steps, minding my own business. I think I was listening to some Inyanya. You know that song, go and check it out. Great song, beautiful stuff. Yeah, and I was walking up the step, and some woman pushed past me and said sorry as she did this. Look, people, you don't push someone and say sorry and think that it will appease them or that it's okay. So I had to gently nudge her out the way and say, look, lady, you have two eyes, look where you're going. And she was like, yeah, well, I did say sorry. No, you don't say sorry and push someone. I can't stand rudeness, like, at all. I have a zero tolerance for rudeness. And she uttered something and walked on. I wasn't going to chase her. This is not Fast and Furious. I just let her go on her way, and I went on my way listening to Applaudise. I didn't even mean to rhyme, but yeah, that was the last time I was insulted. Well, I will pass these questions on to Emma Aquafo. No, formerly known as Miss Emma Aquafo, now Mrs. Emma Bakari. Sorry, Mrs. She is the founder and host of Urban Smash TV. I absolutely love her. She's also my co-presenter on Voice of Africa Radio 94 FM. I couldn't wish to work with a more amazing woman. You guys should go and check out her channel. I'll leave the link below. She's hilarious. I love watching her. Emma, this is not about you. It's actually about me, so I'm going to stop talking about you now. But I would like to put these questions to you because I'd like to actually know a bit more about you as well. She's a very private person, kind of like myself, so I would definitely look forward to hearing what her answers are to some of these questions. Feel free to tweet them, but not too much. Leave the good stuff in there. We like a bit of juice. That didn't come out right. We like the juicy stuff, as in we like good questions. Good, fun, juicy, wholesome, organic questions. So I'm going to end this here before it goes too far. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I've answered all of the questions and you're pleased with the responses, don't forget that you can comment below. You can follow me on Twitter at Nayoka Oware, follow me on Instagram at Nayoka Oware, even on Snapchat at Nayoka.Oware, and like our page on Facebook, which is The First Journey. All the links will be below, beneath this video. Thank you for watching. I absolutely love you guys. Don't forget to watch my previous video. There's definitely more to come, and I won't be holding back. Love you guys. I sympathise with journalist Sophie Morgan, who travelled to Ghana to determine or confirm whether or not Ghana is the world's worst place to be disabled. And I am a British-born Ghanaian, so I understand both mentalities, but that does not mean that I agree with both of them. Now I put a question to you, Sophie, and those who have jumped on the bandwagon, saying that Ghana is the world's worst.
Papa wo hawana onye wonam oya alpha and omega obo solve na simple amo onu tumgo no mu